What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and most toxic black man on the internet, and I am black up in your face again with some more pro black commentary. You know what? I don't watch the Academy Awards, and I didn't even actually know that it was on the other night. I was just hanging out all day with my daughter, and then by the evening, we were settled down. I had made dinner, and after dinner time, I was just chilling in my bedroom watching something completely that had nothing to do with nothing. I was watching, I think it was Pit Masters. It was an old episode. Like I had probably seen it before. I didn't remember seeing it, but I put it on anyway, and I'm sitting there watching this little barbecue cook off. Okay, because that's more interesting to me than worrying about what celebrity wins what at the Academy Awards. I'd rather watch the the barbecue cook-off. Okay, maybe it's part of my heritage because my family actually raised hogs. That's what we did before we moved to New Jersey. That was our whole thing, And I went back to the old family farm where they still had the smoke houses and stuff like that. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I'm attracted to watching stuff like that. But didn't watch the Academy Awards, didn't watch the Oscars, and the only reason I even knew that it happened was because I saw everyone's reaction about it the next day on social media. And even so, I still didn't really care as to what happened, who won, who was nominated. It didn't matter. There really wasn't any film that I could think of that was important or worth watching anyway for me to get excited about. So, for me, it was like, whatever, you know. And, I hate every year that black people got to go through this thing where they have to worry about are black people being nominated for awards or are black people being given awards or whatever. I think that's one of the most ridiculous things that black people should be worried about. We should not be worried about whether these black celebrities get anything. Okay, they'll be all right without us worrying about it because they don't care about us when bad stuff happens to us. So why should we care whether they get an award or not? You see what I'm saying? Like, why are we so concerned about them getting a piece of plastic and getting the accolades of white Hollywood? There's really no reason for us to get bent out of shape one way or the other. But I'm talking about this video and talking about this subject only because of the reaction I saw from these white racists out there, especially white racist women, the Karens, the Chloes, and the Beckys out there, seems to have an attitude with Angela Bassett because she wasn't happy enough or wasn't smiling enough when a white woman beat her for Best Supporting Actress. Okay, so I guess Angela Bassett was up for Best Supporting Actress for her role in the Wakanda Forever movie, where she played the Queen of Wakanda, and uh, she was going against Jamie Lee Curtis, who was a white female in a movie that mostly starred Asians, by the way, which I found hilarious. That they in a movie where it was supposed to be all about Asian representation and Asian people, they still managed to give a white woman an award for that movie. That's hilarious to me. She wasn't even the star of the movie. Just I guess somehow she got an assistant actress award for that movie, right? And they gave her the award, and she was all happy, or whatever, with her old crone's face. And I guess they always zoom in on all the other women who were nominated, and I guess Angela Bassett's face wasn't the picture of happiness, and she wasn't giving the big Sambo grin and crying and clapping or whatever, the way white people assume black people should be doing. Because if we're not all pleased just to be in their presence, if we're not just happy to be invited to the party, if we don't have the big Sambo grin on at all times, white people get nervous and they don't like that. They because a lot of these Hollywood black celebrities and Negroes in politics and celebrity athletes, they buck dance so much that they assume all black people act like that. That's why black people, when you're at your job and you don't react in a certain way, or you're just a normal person who likes to keep to themselves. I experience this a lot. If you're not the happy-go-lucky Negro who's smiling and making jokes all the time and trying to talk about sports with them, they assume something's wrong with you, or that you are somehow hateful towards them just because you just say hi or good morning and go about your business. You see what I'm saying? So that's these Hollywood celebrities, though. They paint a picture of black people, especially black Americans, like we're just always so pleased to be there. We're always these black celebrities. They always turn it up to 10. Like go watch when you like a talk show or an interview show with a white celebrity, and then go watch it when there's a black person on there. The black celebrities always seem to turn it up to about a million notches. It's always a lot of buffoonery. But yeah, this is if you're not acting like that, then they get offended and they feel some sort of way about it. So the fact that Angela Bassett was not smiling and clapping, a lot of these white females came out and basically attacked Angela Bassett, making it seem like she was a sore loser, or she doesn't know how to just get on with life or whatever. Now, another deep thing about this, and another way of looking at it, is a lot of these white women are jealous of Angela Bassett. The fact that she looks the way that she does, and they all look like spoiled milk, it bothers them that you have this black woman in her 60s that still looks better than most of them. I see the comparisons all the time of people saying, Angela Bassett next to whatever white actress that is the same age, and they look ridiculous, right? They're like an old scarecrow or something like that, and she's still magnificently beautiful, right? So a lot of them have a problem with that. So they'll take any chance they get to attack her for anything. So even if she doesn't have the right expression on her face, she didn't say anything bad, she didn't curse, she didn't act out, she didn't, wring her hands or anything like that. Just because her expression wasn't the perfect display of buffoonery, then they had an attitude about it, and they've made it known all over social media. And I'm glad that both black men and black women have jumped on them about that. And, there are certain black celebrities that black people are very protective of, and Angela Bassett is one of them, mainly because she starred in so many, prominent roles in black films. We almost, we consider her ours, I guess. You know what I mean? Because she's an amazing actress, but she's mostly starred in films that center around black people. Okay. So, I mean, most white people barely know who she is, but black people know her and love her from all the films that she's been in that represent us in a positive light. Okay. So, I mean, you folks can let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. I'd very much like to hear what you have to say about it. And if you're one of these weirdo, either manosphere Negroes or white men pretending to be a black man, and you come on here talking trash about Angela Bassett being ugly or something ridiculous like that, because I've seen that floating around on social media. I don't know what that's about, where you got these black males who they just can't avoid any opportunity but to attack any black female if it has a vagina. They make sure that and it's black skin and a vagina, they make sure they come out of the woodwork to attack them. Like I've seen them do that about Angela Bassett. I've seen them do that by every black woman out there. It doesn't matter what she's doing. If she's doing something wrong, if she's not doing anything at all, they come out to attack. And I know some of these people are actually white, pretending to be black males doing the attacking. Like I banned a bunch of trolls that were on my Facebook who were doing that. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, if you do that here and whatever your criticism is unreasonable and it's just some nonsense or whatever, I'm going to take your comment off and you're going to be blocked from this channel. So just letting you know. Anyway, you guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. Anyway, Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on these devils' back.